Hey y'all, it's Rochelle, Keto Genesis 2016. Just coming in to check in with you and give you an update on my 7-day zero carb experiment. Oh boy, I actually decided to go zero carb because I was in a weight loss stall for several weeks and nothing that I tried seemed to work. So, a couple of the friends that I follow on Instagram, hello y'all, had tried the zero carb life and really liked it. And in 7 days, they released like 8 pounds and 7 pounds and 6 pounds and 9 pounds and all these beautiful numbers. And I got scale envy. Just kidding. But I really did want to, I was dabbling, kind of deciding, should I do an egg fast, or carb up, or do more IF, or something, because I am anxious to get the rest of this weight off. So I tried the zero carb life. And I noted that even though it's called zero carb life, when people were zero carb, they may have 0 days, but there were also some days where there was 2, 3, 4, sometimes even 5 carbs. And so that's what I had expected. But day one, zero carbs. Day two, zero carbs. Day three, and so on and so on. And then I realized, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can live the zero carb life, because the reason why I call it an experiment, because that's exactly what it is. I was thinking it's impossible to do zero carbs, but actually it really wasn't as hard as I thought. Unfortunately, because I was so satiated, I had a lot of lower macro days where, even though the values were hitting appropriately, but when I would post it on my Fitness Pal, excuse me, you guys know I always yawn when I make these videos, but when I posted it on Instagram, people had noted that my fat was low, that my calories were low, but I just wasn't hungry, and I had been so used to just only eating when you're hungry, that some people think that that may have affected my weight loss. I also think, as women, we go through those hormonal ebbs and flows, and I think that that also had a lot to do with it, because I was really good about drinking water. I was never hungry. Everything was going just fine. And at the end of 7 days, now mind you, before I tell you what the results were, I had up and down days. I believe the first 2 days I had already lost 4 pounds. Unfortunately, on the third day, the scale crept up. The fourth day, it went back down. The fifth day, it crept up. The sixth day, it crept up. And by the seventh day, when I got on the scale on Monday morning, I had, and I say only, and it bothers people when I say that, but for me, because I had expected a lot greater, I had only lost 4.4 pounds, which any other week, I'd be woohoo! But because I had an expectation of yielding a greater weight loss, I was disappointed. I've gotten over that. I'm actually happy that I was able to break my weight loss stall. I have actually learned a lot about myself and how strong and powerful this lifestyle is for me. Um, I can't tell you enough. The ketogenic way of eating has changed my life. Now, losing well over 70 pounds and kind of trucking towards um, see what I feel with about 20, 30 more pounds, to see if I actually want to keep going or if I just want to stay as this. Because honestly, in comparison to where I came from, I'm super happy about where I am, and I'm extremely proud of the progress that I made. So I just want to thank all of the followers, all of the people who just take the time to click on the video for whatever reason. All of you in my supportive community that we're having conversations with, we're on the same journey. I just want to say thank you. I could not have done it without you. And that's why it is such a pleasure to me when people take the time out to ask me about what has worked for me. And I'm more than happy to share. Because this is a way of life, just like with Thanksgiving, how I was able to, taste a couple of things just to kind of test the waters. And then the next day, I was able to get right back on keto because this is not a diet for me. This is a lifestyle. And sure, there may be days where I'm at a wedding and maybe I want to have a slice of cake but I don't plan on having many of those days. I expect that those days will be limited and very far between. But I'm not in a place where I'll say I'll never eat something because I might. I'm human. And I had to be able to structure the ketogenic lifestyle in a way that works for me. I have had only one day where I wasn't keto, and that was on Thanksgiving, even though the vast majority of the things that I ate were low carb, because this is just what works for me. It's not hard. I don't struggle. And I'm able to work for my lifestyle. So if you are contemplating trying a ketogenic way of life, I would say take an experiment. Give yourself an opportunity. Get educated and be realistic about where you're trying to go, because as it said, you didn't gain all the weight overnight. And sometimes there are some deeper psychological reasons why we are emotional eaters or binge eaters, or it's just a way that we deal with the stressors in our life. And I'm saying that starting this keto way of life has taught me how to deal with those times. Have I had struggles in the last 7 months that I've been keto? Absolutely. But have I handled it better? Absolutely. And I'm saying that if I can do it, you can do it too. So thank you so much for tuning in. I just wanted to give a brief update on my zero carb experiment. I'm sure that I'll do it again in the future. Since then, excuse me, I haven't had more than 10 carbs. So already it's kind of like adjusted the way that I've been eating, and I'm just grateful for giving it a try. So thank you for encouraging me. Thank you for sticking it out. Thank you for being part of my journey, and happy holidays.